pretty and pink. Totes adorbs. Woo! I'm feeling so pretty in my pretty pink.
Satnam, it is day 2 of the Beyond Addiction workshop weekend. I'm feeling good, and I'll give you some updates along the way. How do you communicate and how do you respond? Do you know that it should take you 9 seconds to process a reaction or response in the mind? Having a little fun in the Snapchat house with a little Beyond Addiction.
How rad is this? The bunny rabbits.
Bunny rabbits? I got ears coming out of my head. What's
Beyond Addiction. Another amazing day. Absolutely. Beyond Addiction.
Look at this puppy's been home all day by himself. He's been so good. Are you my baby boo? Are you my baby boo? You gonna go puppy from mommy? Yeah? Hold on, we're gonna let you loose.
Hi. Okay, so busy weekend, Beyond Addiction weekend, a lot of stuff going on. Powerful, moving energy. I can only do so many videos, and I actually had a really funny one, but I kept on getting interrupted, so it's all good. I have a little surprise for y'all. The shaman that was in town this past summer before my mom passed, that performed the ceremony, the ayahuasca ceremony, he's back in town with his wife, and I will be doing another ceremony. I may be doing 2, depending on how things work out, but I do anticipate doing at least 1. And it's very possible I could be going over there tomorrow night after my last evening of Beyond Addiction to just, as we say, to infinity and beyond. You know, when we're trying to work on stuff, sometimes you're ready to just peel off as many layers as you can, get really deep down into the core of what's going on in your life. Do you have limiting belief systems, patterns of behavior that are self-sabotaging? In the end, sometimes we really just don't know, and we want some really driven way of getting into it. So that's one thing I have possibly in store. I can't video those, but I can share my experiences as I did this past summer. So it's been a long day. I'm getting ready to eat some of the leftovers of lunch. OMG. So this is tuna-ish, basically made with some chickpeas and a sauce that Debbie Grace Hadiyang makes. She also gave me some of this balsamic walnut salad dressing, and I'm going to add that, and I'm going to cut up some more onions and add that together with the sweet potato that's in the oven. Going to eat that up. Going to take a nice shower. Buddy's been really good. He's been very patient. I think he kind of understands that this is his home now. He does really well staying alone. I'm still a little bit like not trusting him to not get up on the bed. So I do keep him confined to his little doggy bed, and he's good. You'd be surprised. He is so docile when he's left to just relax, except for when we come around the house, and he's just a very social, loving dog. So he wants attention because he wants to give love. That's what we do. Just animals and humans are no different. We want love just as much as we're willing to extend it. Sometimes we're not willing to extend it, but we want it. We all kind of vacillate in how love looks, feels, and what our experiences have been. We base everything from the past. So I just posted about how your addiction is not your affliction. And when we talk about addiction in these Beyond Addiction programs, addiction doesn't mean that it has to be a physical substance, whether it be food, drink, gambling, sex, shopping. You know, there's so many addictions we can think of that are obvious. But you know, the biggest addiction we have is right up in here. It's the thoughts, it's the belief systems that we attach to, because the mind wants to be busy, it wants to feel important, it doesn't want to die, it wants to go, hey, look at me over here, I'm taking care of you. Look, I knew this before it even happened. You know, like there's this whole egocentric mind game going on, literally. And so when we're going through different points in our life, different ups and downs, when we're still living in our childhood trauma, it's very easy to fall to the addict drama. You know, we talk about, oh, I don't want any drama, I'm not into drama. But we are the drama children here, people. When we can't get past something, we allow triggers to make us react. We don't try to figure things out. We suppress, we don't want to confront, but we want to attack. If we come from a space of, okay, I can take a deep breath, maybe get outside, play a little, do something silly, open up Snapchat, play with the filters, do something that kind of like takes you out of your funk. Be willing to do it first, because all this stuff that's going on up in here, it's deeply seated in us. We got to actually confront it. You can't keep pushing it down like that. We say the cork in the water, or the air ball, right? The blown up ball. Every time you push it down, it pops right back up in your face, right? So you got to confront. And so what the science of Kundalini Yoga is, it's about poking and provoking you so that you can grow. Not because people want to poke and prod you, and it's not even people doing it to you. It's this. Nobody ever does anything to us. It's this. We allow things to happen to us because we take it and we make it ours. We choose what it is we want to experience just based on every thought. Because the thoughts are what drive our actions, which are based on belief systems. Just like I say, your mood affects the food that you reach for, but also eating certain foods will affect your mood. So, you know, we have to be more attuned to the moment. We have to breathe into it. Come from this space here. Get into your heart space. Open your heart more. I can go on and on and on. The choice is yours. Living love or living in lack. So there's a lot of different things we could talk about. So it's time to eat. See all those bottles back there? I'm just going to tell you. I got so much going on, I don't really even feel like cleaning them because I got more things to do. And I know I might not be the only one who goes through this. Sometimes when you have something in your space, eventually you're going to get motivated to say, that's it, I'm going to take care of it and deal with it now. Because you leave it there, in my case, I'm leaving it there to remind myself. Eventually I'm going to get annoyed enough that I'm going to go and wash all these bottles. And these bottles are going to require me to use what I call the pain in the butt cleaner, right? Because this is so coarse and so hard that to get it into those smaller neck bottles is difficult and challenging. And when I do it, I rather do it all at once. I can't just do one bottle at a time. But I could allow that to overwhelm me and get upset that, oh, that's one more thing, and put me into depression. Or I can just say, I know I'll get to it. It's all good when I get to it in perfect time. Because otherwise, I know there's other priorities and things that need to get done. And when they get done, that will get done. It doesn't have to be this has to happen for that to happen. Get away from the attachment to the conditions of dependency, right? We don't need to rely on something else to be able to do another thing. So where attention goes, focus, you know, because it's going to flow, it's going to grow. Gosh, I'm feeling silly tonight. I think this will be the last video. Sorry, not much, but I got juicy tidbits all the time. So you just never know. Just tune in for tomorrow, last day of Beyond Addiction. I love you all. Have an amazing rockin' rad night. Be blessed.